This is a National Diaper Bank Network Minute.
Simply Hygiene opened its doors in 2019 to provide people in South Central Kansas with the necessities not covered under government programs: soap, period supplies, laundry detergent, and so on. But one key item was missing: diapers. Simply Hygiene recently added diapers to its stock and trade, a boon for the community and a challenge for the nonprofit. Executive Director Megan Kice explains.
We really dreamt about it for a long time. It was our most requested product that we didn't offer on a monthly basis. And so we did a lot of research into looking into other diaper banks, how they do their operations, just like all the logistics of adding a diaper bank to what we already were currently doing. And so we ended up launching that in February of 2025. And it's been great. We are hopeful to add more sizes. Currently, we're doing sizes 3, 4s, and 5. We are currently also raising money to add another warehouse to be able to offer more diapers to our community and more sizes. And so we're working really hard on that right now, too.
Warehouse was my first question. I volunteer at a small basic needs bank that does all the products that you were talking about, and diapers take up more than half of our space. Diapers are bulky.
They are very
how
bulky.
are you handling that?
So currently we are in a warehouse that's 8,000 square feet. Right now we are ordering a lot of our products on a weekly or bi-weekly basis to keep up with the need. And so we did a strategic plan this last fall. And from that, it was a very unanimous decision by our board and by our staff that because of the quantity coming in and out of our doors, and especially with the addition of diapers, that we just needed more space. And so we started a capital campaign this month. And we're hopeful to build a warehouse next door that's a little over 11,000 square feet. And so we'll have some office space, we'll have a conference room, but mostly we'll have just some storage space just to even enable us to have, 1, 2, 3 months of supply on hand, saving us money and just making us be more efficient with those shipments for sure.
Right. I mean, talk a little bit about the importance of buying in bulk for an operation like yours.
Right. So, when we started out, we made lots of trips to the dollar stores, to Walmart's. We might be 100 or 200 products shy. Right now, on average, we give out 220,000 products a month. And so for us, we know that buying in bulk saves us an incredible amount of money. We can buy items anywhere from about 30 cents to, $1.20 for full-size items. Obviously, shipping, even like the bigger, shipments you're purchasing, you're saving money on shipping. We're also going to add a loading dock in our new facility. And just even having, not having to pay for a lift gate for every delivery will save us a considerable amount of money too during the year. So it's been an adventure. And I think when we built our warehouse we're in now, we've been in that space for almost 3 years and really never anticipated needing more space, but also not guessing that we would, double our distribution from 24 to 25. And we're also serving more people. So we need the space for sure.
Why do you think you saw that big jump in people served?
So I think probably a couple of years ago, we've really made a strong focus on serving all of our schools and those school districts in those 7 counties. And so we have aggressively added on school districts the last couple of years. And so we're really hopeful in the next year to add the remaining school districts. Currently in those 7 counties, we're serving about 80% of the kids right now. So we'd like to get the other 20% added in the next year. We've also, we've just seen an increase in the need in our community. These products, as we all know, the price continues to go up and up. And so if you're struggling and you're trying to decide between food and rent and putting gas in your car, like we know a lot of times these items come last. And so we're doing our best to, just keep up with the need. And we really just have a heart that no matter what your circumstances, that you have these, access to these items for free. Really believing it makes a difference, in our students' attendance, confidence, better health, opportunity, and their dignity. And so we just work really hard that no matter what your circumstances are, that you can find our things for free.
What kind of feedback are you getting from the families you help?
So we get a lot of feedback and testimonials. So we work right now, we have 251 schools we work with. and 116 nonprofits. And so we are lucky enough to get to interact with them quite a bit. And so they all pick up from us. And so when they pick up their order for the month, we get a lot of feedback from them, about how hygiene is helping those that they serve, what's, impacts they've seen on their clients, what difference is it making in their students' lives. We also do site visits with all of our partners. And so we also get, to tour their facilities, hear what their mission is, and get to hear more of those personal stories. I think, especially with the diapers, we've had so many, just immediately, stories, even from our volunteers, whether it was sharing, about somebody's son or daughter that lost guardianship of their baby because they didn't have diapers, or, women that aren't able to go to work because they don't have diapers for daycare, they can't go to school because they don't have diapers for daycare for their babies. We've heard, we've had people share with us of, babies being in one diaper the entire day, or, even we had one instance where it was over the whole weekend. And so, when there's a need for that, and I can't imagine my own babies going without these items, and how crucial it is, for their health and for, their little bums to be dry and healthy. And so we think it's a big deal to have diapers, and we're doing our best to try to fill that need for families that don't have them right now.
Diaper banking is simple in principle. Just give families a thing they need to thrive. But in practice, there are all kinds of questions about supply chains, space, and sustainability. NDBN helps people doing this critical work to find those answers. Learn more at nationaldiaperbanknetwork.org.